Welcome back, my little sinklinks. How are you? Sleepy, I hope. Tonight's story will be quite adventurous, accompanied by blue noise and soothing ASMR. And if you like this video, do be sure to like and subscribe. The Journey of Alara. Once upon a time, in a village nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests, lived a young woman named Alara. With eyes as bright as the morning sky and a heart full of dreams, she often gazed beyond the horizon, yearning for adventures unknown. Yet her most cherished wish was to reunite with her mother, who had disappeared when Alara was but a child. One crisp autumn morning, as golden leaves danced in the wind, Alara decided it was time. She packed a small satchel with essentials: a loaf of bread, a flask of water, and a map her mother had once drawn for her. With a final glance at her cozy cottage, she set forth on a journey that would change her life. As Alara ventured deeper into the forest, the familiar sounds of her village faded, replaced by the rustling of leaves and the chirping of distant birds. The path was winding and uncertain, but her determination was unwavering. After hours of walking, she stumbled upon a clearing where a gentle stream meandered through the meadow. There, sitting on a large rock, was an old woman with silver hair and a warm smile. "Lost, are we?" the woman asked, her voice as soothing as a lullaby. Alara nodded, her throat dry. "I'm searching for my mother. Have you seen her?" The old woman studied Alara for a moment, then handed her a small, intricately carved compass. "This will guide you," she said. "But remember, the heart knows the way better than any map." Grateful, Alara accepted the compass and continued her journey. As night approached, she found a sheltered spot beneath a towering oak tree and settled down to rest. The stars above twinkled like diamonds, and the moon cast a silvery glow on the world below. Alara felt a sense of peace, knowing she was one step closer to her mother. The next day, the path grew steeper and the air thinner. Alara's legs ached, but she pressed on, driven by the thought of her mother's embrace. Suddenly, a rustling sound caught her attention. From the underbrush emerged a fox with a coat as red as fire. It approached Alara cautiously, its eyes gleaming with intelligence. "Hello, little one," Alara whispered, extending her hand. "Are you lost too?" The fox nuzzled her hand, then turned and trotted ahead, pausing to look back as if beckoning her to follow. Intrigued, Alara decided to follow the fox. It led her through a hidden path over a sparkling brook and up a steep hill. At the summit, they paused, and Alara gasped in awe. Before her lay a vast valley, its fields golden with ripened wheat. A majestic castle stood against the backdrop of snow-capped mountains. The fox sat beside her, its tail swishing contentedly. "Thank you," Alara said softly, her heart swelling with gratitude. The fox gave a final glance and disappeared into the woods. Determined to reach the castle, Alara descended the hill and made her way toward the valley. As she approached the castle gates, she was stopped by a stern-looking guard. "State your business," he commanded. "I seek my mother," Alara replied. "I believe she resides within these walls." The guard eyed her skeptically but allowed her entry. Inside, the castle was grand, with tapestries depicting scenes of battles and feasts. Alara wandered through the halls, her footsteps echoing in the silence. She approached a large wooden door and knocked gently. "Enter!" a voice called from within. Alara stepped inside to find a woman seated at a grand desk, her back turned. The woman turned, and Alara's breath caught in her throat. The woman had the same eyes, the same smile. She was her mother. Tears welled up in Alara's eyes as she whispered, Mother? The woman stood, her expression unreadable. I am not your mother, she said coldly. Leave now. Heartbroken, Alara turned and fled the room, her mind racing. How could this be? Had she been wrong all along? As she wandered the castle, she overheard whispers from the servants. Did you hear? The Lady of the Lake has returned, one servant said. Yes, but she doesn't remember us, another replied. She doesn't remember anything. A chill ran down Alara's spine. The Lady of the Lake! Her mother had once told her stories of a mystical woman who could grant wishes and heal the sick. Could this woman be her mother? Had she lost her memories? Determined to uncover the truth, Alara sought out the castle's library. There, among ancient tomes and scrolls, she found a dusty book titled The Legend of the Lady of the Lake. As she read, she learned of a powerful enchantress who had been cursed to forget her past, her true identity hidden beneath layers of magic. Alara's heart raced. Could this be her mother? Was she under a spell? As she pondered, a shadow fell across the pages. Looking up, she saw a tall figure, cloaked in black, a hood obscuring their face. Who are you? Alara demanded. The figure stepped forward, revealing a scarred face and piercing eyes.